guys, my name is Lizzie and welcome to today's video. And to be honest, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this movie's title because I know I'm going to mess it up. It is a French film and the description is: the wife and the mistress of a cruel headmaster conspire to kill him. After the murder is committed, his corpse disappears and strange events start to happen to the women. So sounds very interesting. Sounds kind of similar to Practical Magic. Of course, that movie is about witches and their sisters, not like a wife and mistress, but still kind of a similar plot potentially. So I'm actually pretty excited for this one. Like I said, it's a French film, so I will have to have the caption on, but that is okay. So I will let you know my thoughts. The ending of this movie, I'm so angry. Had all these thoughts and opinions while watching this and things that I wanted to say, and then the ending of this film just kind of throws it all out the window, which I will get to. First thing was with the description. It says that strange events begin to plague the two women. That doesn't really necessarily happen. There are a few kind of things. People seeing the husband after he is meant to be dead. And one of the girls, she does become sick due to more of her guilt and fear, I guess, of being caught. But those are really kind of the only strange things that happened. This was a really good movie. It's definitely really enjoyable. I highly suggest checking it out if you have not. It is on Amazon Prime. That's where I just watched it. I didn't have to rent it. It's just on there. So if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can definitely get it on. You can definitely watch it on there. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about was the dynamic between these two female characters. I love the fact that they're really portrayed as friends. Obviously they know about each other and they're basically shown as being stuck in this relationship with this horrible man. They all work at a school and he's the headmaster, and so of course his wife is the headmistress, and then he's also sleeping, hooking up with whatever one of the teachers there. And just due to kind of the times and his wife's religious beliefs, she won't divorce him, and so the wife is really just stuck in this relationship with him. But they really do show these two women as if they are just two friends who are kind of just trying to get through their current situation together. And it's in fact Nicole who's the mistress, who comes up with the idea to kill him off. And they're very different women, which I really enjoyed as well. You have his wife is more kind of the standard of I think a lot of these films, which is she's kind of the more good girl. Like I said, she's religious, and not the necessarily means you automatically a good girl type person, but you guys get what I mean. She's a little bit more innocent. She's also just living in complete fear. And then his mistress, Nicole, who is a tough cookie, kind of badass-ish woman. And you're not really sure why she's still with him. And I really love that dynamic. Because I feel if this was a movie made today with the same story plot, you would have the two women probably a frenemy situation. They probably start out hating each other and then maybe end up working together. And that was the other thing about this film, is that right away. Like, there's no them finding out scenario. Like, they already know about each other right from the get-go. And I thought that was very different. And I just really love the way this was done. Like I said, it's a French film. But to get into the ending, so spoiler alert, major spoiler alert, you just find this out within the last few minutes of the film. Like I said, the wife becomes ill due to her kind of guilt about everything, and in that moment while she's ill, she actually confesses to the crimes to this like retired police officer turned investigator who's like looking into her husband's disappearance, and he just kind of writes her off as being like this woman that's sick, and he tells her like to get some rest and she'll feel better in the morning. And she ends up and Nicole actually ends up taking off, tries to convince I think her name was Cece to leave with her, which she doesn't. But the way that the film ends is you see someone who's kind of lingering around, and the wife gets up to go investigate, and she sees her husband in the bathtub, which goes into part of how he was killed. And he starts, and at first you think like, okay, maybe she's hallucinating again, and he starts to actually get up out of the bathtub, and she basically has a heart attack. That's like part of the whole thing. And so like she has a heart attack, and then you see him like pop these like, I guess kind of contacts, like eye things out of his eyes, and he just gets up and walks out. And then Nicole pops back up, and basically they planned this entire thing to aim to kill his wife, and they're still together. Of course they get caught, but I was just like, what the fuck? Because a big part of me was like, okay, how is this gonna end? Like, if she's already confessed to this crime and the officer doesn't believe her, like, I was really questioning how this is gonna end, but that is not the way that I saw it going. And I was like partially angry because I was so invested in like this relationship between these two women, and I thought it was so great. And then that happened, but it was also just a fantastic ending and a total twist that I did not see coming. And I like that a lot of these old films do have like a bit of a twist. Kind of the monster movies don't, but there's been a few on this list that have definitely had twists that I really, really enjoy, and this is one of them. This is a really good film, so I do highly, highly suggest checking this one out if you have not seen it. And if you have seen it, let me know what your thoughts are on it in the comments below. If you did enjoy this review, please do give a big old thumbs up, and make sure that you hit the subscribe button for more horror-related content, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Bye!